up a video on this channel. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic Friday so far, especially since the news LMG came out just today in the game, which is the chopper. And if you don't know, you can unlock the chopper by going to the events, seasonal, and then you can see here the challenge where you can unlock it. It goes fairly quick, to be honest. But that being said, guys, this gun is very unique, and I think everybody that already took a first look at this gun knows what I'm talking about. It's especially because when you're trying to scope in, you're actually zooming in the picture a little bit more, but you're not starting to look through a scope like the red dot or the iron sight like you typically do. And this is putting the gun in a very unique position, and also makes this gun actually very usable in very specific situations. And what I tried today was to figure out what were those situations where the chopper is actually really good. And I found actually only one situation, because I was also seeing, okay, in which scenarios would this gun compete against other guns. And typically this gun here would invite for everybody who's playing with it to kind of go into the matches and don't even scope in, because it gives you the feeling like, okay, when I'm just starting shooting, it might hit the opponents. But the bullet spread on this gun is actually quite massive, so you won't hit opponents, and in the end of the day you have the cordite, which would hit all of those shots immediately and take you out. So definitely for rushing and for just running around without scoping in and trying to take out opponents, this gun is definitely not the best choice to go for. Then on the long range, where actually LMGs have their advantage, this gun is also not really good, because you're actually only zooming in a tiny little bit, but not completely, and also there is a little bit of recoil there, which makes it super tough to actually scope in and track an opponent if they move around on a long distance. Then there's only the medium range. And in the medium range, this gun is actually competing against assault rifles, like for example the HBR, the K&N, and those guns definitely are stronger than this one, and you can actually scope in, which kind of gives also the impression that, alright, the chopper is actually also not really the best gun to go for when you're in the medium range. But then again, when is this gun actually being good? Because I have always kind of the philosophy that each gun in the game has kind of an advantage in certain scenarios, and if you play them out pretty well, you can definitely get a good advantage over your opponents. And I was trying to narrow it down, and then I found actually only one specific or a few specific moments where the chopper is actually doing a good job, and that is in domination or hardpoint matches. When you're kind of sitting around the hardpoint, you're locking down an area, or you're pre-aiming at an area a lot, and then you're trying to pre-fire the opponents down with this gun. So you're kind of trying to move around the hotspot of the map, and then with the amount of bullets and the high fire rate and the decent amount of damage, you're just trying to slay opponents by not moving around that much, because obviously it's an LMG, you're not moving that fast, and also when you're kind of getting into the close range situation, definitely somebody with an SMG or with an assault rifle might have an advantage above you. So I was just like trying to explore it a little bit more and try to figure out which attachments are the best ones to pick. And for that matter, I was trying out the laser sight, obviously, or unfortunately the laser sight does not really have a huge impact on it, so it definitely cannot compete with the cordite at all. Then I was trying out the stock, which actually gives a little bit more mobility, which is nice when you're strafing, especially when you're standing, for example, behind a shield or behind cover. Opponents will have it double hard to actually land a hit on you. Then we're having the quick draw. Even though we're just kind of zooming in the picture a little bit more, the quick draw allows us to do that a little bit faster, and therefore, well, it's a good option to go for. And last but not least, we're having here the fast reload. I think this gun is taking quite a long time to actually reload, and with the fast reload, it's just going so much quicker. It's definitely must have attachment on this gun, and the rest, of course, in the end is also kind of personal preference. For example, you could also use the FMJs, but personally for me the other attachments give more value, because I don't see that often moments where opponents are kind of where I'm trying to wallbang them, basically. That's not happening that often, and that's why I can kind of leave the FMJs out. And that being said, guys, this is basically the loadout I'm running with. Obviously, also we're having the shield with us to lock down an area. We don't want to move around that much, and we just want to kind of spree fire the opponents and nail them down. And that is basically the loadout, my reasoning behind it. And that being said, guys, let's jump into a match. Alright, hardpoint on standoff in this matter. One thing I totally forgot to mention was actually that you have to have a good overview over the map in this case with this gun, because you're not moving around that much, so you have to kind of anticipate where opponents are coming from, pre-aim them already. And when you're not moving around that much, it of course makes it double hard, because opponents can come from every side, they can flank you a lot more, and therefore I felt like, okay, I have to pay attention where my opponents are, where my teammates are, so that I can pick the correct angles to hold and lock down. Oh. Alright. Seems like we're pushing now in the end a bit.
Hardpoint is ours. We tied for the lead. Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. We've taken the lead.
Second one. Sweet. And now look at the reload speed. That's insane. Okay, we're holding down the angle.
Hardpoint locked down. It's too close. Fight harder. Reloading. Cover me. We've taken the lead.
Someone coming from behind.
Reloading. Cover me.
No, we're actually like not locking down them that much. Let's see where they are coming from.
Reloading.
Someone coming back alley.
Enemy in sight.
Sweet.
We're almost there. Keep it up.
Alright, we're holding down this spot.
Hardpoint identified. UAV recon standing by. Repeat, UAV recon is standing by.
Okay. Come on, you want to push.
Hardpoint is ours.
I got shot.
Ooh, teammate saved my butt. Another UAV.
Tested. UAV online. UAV online.
We're holding angles, guys. We're holding angles.
Targets in sight.
Because we don't want to move too much around with it. In the close range we're done, in the long range we're done. So we're trying to hold just the angle and make the most out of it.
Hardpoint contested. Capture the objective. Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint locked down.
Alright, let's see what we can do right now.
Missile awaiting orders.
Having the pret. And we got at least one more dude.
Enemy contact.
And this is what I'm saying, you're trying to take cover, move always behind cover, and that is giving you kind of a good situation actually to slay the opponents.
UAV online.
And hard scoping, you could see it right now, right? Or using those scopes, sorry. Because that's putting you in a very bad situation.
Changing
Friendly
that.
Molotov out. Hardpoint lost.
Bullet spread is just too insane. Okay, bullet. Hardpoint lost.
Capture
So
the
we're
objective.
picking up the
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint
next hardpoint.
Enemy in sight.
Pre-firing a lot. It's not about that much about accuracy, but also about pre-firing a lot. Teammates are behind me,
Hostiles have the hard.
so that's why
Ready for deployment.
I'm just trying to hold the angles.
Grenade out.
Let's reload that one. Oh damn! Oh snap! Yet the annihilator. Okay.
Enemy contact.
Yep, we're done. We're done. Cause the mobility is like quite low with this gun.
Spotted. Capture the
Okay,
objective.
I think they
Hostiles
might
have
be coming
captured
from
the
here.
hardpoint. Be careful.
Sweet.
Enemy Molotov. Be careful. Enemy Molotov.
Oh. Teammates got my back.
Enemy in sight.
Almost a double. Alright, we're moving out again.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint
Down.
contested.
Need backup.
Hardpoint contested.
Alright. Even in close range, like with the cordites, you couldn't get me.
UAV
Thanks to the shield. Let's see where they are popping up next. I think there's one more dude coming.
Hardpoint is ours.
Sweet. So I'm trying to go again into the medium distance, where this gun is just doing a nice job.
Enemy contact.
Long range we can spree fire quite a bit, but still having our struggles.
Friendly Molotov out. Missile on standby.
And like I said, we're just firing. I don't care that much about accuracy, because we're having that many bullets, we can pre-fire so much.
Objective almost complete. Keep it up.
And this is actually one big advantage of this gun. But for rushing, I don't know, like, go in with the cordite, and you're way better off than with this gun.
Capture the objective.
Okay. One more to go.
Hardpoint locked down.
And that is basically going to wrap it up. Let's check out the score, guys. And I think that is basically concluding the video pretty well. Like how I want to play with this gun. And how I see this gun being really effective in the game. And that is basically domination and hard points. Trying to hold the angles and just spree firing. I don't know how often I said that right now in the video, but that's basically it. That's basically all there is to say about this gun. We ended up on the second place, which is not too shabby. Died, I think, once in the whole match. Always we're checking also on the map, where are the opponents? What are they doing? What are my teammates doing? Ah, we died twice. Okay, 20-3, not too shabby. And with that being said, guys, have a good one. We'll see each other in the next video. Peace out.